Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Big Air 01 coming at you with another video on my 2016 Yamaha WR250R. I know it's been a while since I've posted some videos on this channel in regards to my motorcycle, but I still have it. It's going on 5 years or 6 years now that I've had this motorcycle. Done a lot of mods to this motorcycle, and I've loved every minute of working on this thing and also riding it. So if you want to check out any of those videos, definitely check out my channel. I probably have about 30 plus videos on mods that I've done to this bike, and I'm probably still going to continue doing some more. It's winter time. I figure it's a good time to post a video and work on this thing while it's not being ridden every day. So it's a little dirty right now, but we'll make it work. So obviously another reason why we haven't posted any videos, well, I moved. I've got a brand new shop here that I can work on this thing. It's got a heater in here. I can keep myself warm, and so life got in the way, and I'm sorry if it took a little bit longer than some of you wanted for some new videos, but here I am. So in today's episode, we're going to install some products from Zeta. So I purchased these from SR Moto. They are a company online that have a lot of WR250R products. They're not sponsored by me by any means. I purchased them myself. And so anyways, today we're going to install some long overdue aluminum foot pegs. One of the reasons why I want one of those obviously is they're powder coated blue with a lot of the other accessories that I have. We're also going to install the trigger brake pedal, okay? And we're also going to install the forged shift lever. And I'll show you all the step-by-step that I did. And at the very end of the video, I will share some news that I have in regards to this motorcycle. I've got some exciting news that I want to tell you at the very end of the video in regards to some of the new mods that I've got coming. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Okay, so we're over here on the bench. A few things that I'm gonna show you what we need here. So we're gonna this is the shift lever, the forged shift lever. That's the part number there for it. It's got an adjustable or like a spring-loaded shifter, so that in case you fall over it breaks. It's made out of aluminum. It's got a little bolt that's got an 8 mil, so you'll need an 8 mil wrench to install it. We've got our trigger brake pedal. Again, the part number is down in the description down below, so be sure to check that out. It came with some instructions. We got to put some Loctite on this. One of the biggest reasons why I went this way is that this has like a trigger on it, so, or not a trigger, but they call it the trigger. But if you were to fall over, it's less susceptible to breaking, obviously, or bending, because as you can see, the stock one, it's completely solid. So. And then of course we've got our aluminum foot pegs. They're wider, they're powder coated blue. All of my parts on my bike have been basically Zeta, so that's why I went with Zeta. Warp 9 does make looks like a nice set, but I wanted these ones. These are fully removable, like you can remove all these and replace them if you need to. It should be a lot more grippy for my feet. So you're also going to need some grease. You're going to need some cleaner to clean up some of the parts. Some WD-40. I've already sprayed the shifter bolt to make sure that it's nice and loose when it wants to come out. You got some Loctite. You got some cotter pins for, you don't have to do this, but I bought some brand new ones for putting the pegs on. You're going to need some sort of wrench with a 6 mil Allen head. I'm going to use a drill for that. I have some miscellaneous tools. I've got some wire cutters, a hammer, some screwdrivers, and you're going to need the 8 mil obviously wrench to put on the shifter. And then I'll show you what I use this for. But basically, it's just a little 1/4 inch wrench with a little 6 mil Allen head bit that I've taped on there, and I'll show you how I use that. This is kind of one of those things that I'm going to need to. This is kind of a Mickey Mouse thing that I made to help me do this, because you'll see why in a little bit here. But yeah, as you can see, I have a lot of Zeta stuff already, so we're going to start on the left side here, and we're going to remove the shifter and the foot peg. Okay, so we're going to start by removing the pegs. Super easy to do. Basically, you just want there's a cotter pin here that you got to get out of the way first. Some needle nose pliers will work really well. Don't forget the washer. Okay, so now I'll clean all this up. You're going to use the stock spring to reinstall it. But first, let's clean all that up. So put a little bit of grease just inside here, just to give it, and a little bit of grease on here just to give it, as you can see, there's a lot of wearing going on. So basically you're just going to get your old spring and you're going to put it in here like so. Don't forget your washer and your new cotter pin. It's gonna look like that. Pretty easy to install. Okay, so I've used a little zap strap to help me hold this up. So one of the reasons why I'm doing it this way is because I don't feel like taking off my skid plate, because if you look in there, you can't really get in there with a wrench because the skid plate's right there. So even if it wasn't on here, it would still be a big pain in the butt. So to help me unscrew this, I've already sprayed it with some WD-40. Got a zap strap to kind of hold it up, so that's at a bit on an angle, and that tool that I showed you on the bench will help me make this. So basically it's already nice and lubed up. Hopefully it should break nice and easily, not literally, but come loose. And then just get another wrench and give you some ability to torque on it. Hold it in there. Oh yeah, it'll come. It might take a while, but at least it's broken free there. Just a little jiggle. And it comes off. All right, so the big difference obviously is they're the same length and everything, so that's good. This one's got some rubber on it. It is spring loaded, but this is lighter for sure. And basically you're just gonna put that on there the same way it came off, roughly in the same position. A little bit higher maybe. Like that. Get your 8mm bolt, thread it in there. All right, that's on there, nice and tight. This side's all done. You see the big difference in the size of the pegs, so I'm excited about that. Big difference there. Let's get on the other side. Okay, so obviously we got some Loctite here. It's just the blue. It says right here on there, please apply the Loctite on before you use. So I've already looked at this. This is basically the stock. It can go out one more, so if you wanted to, you could move it out to here. I'm choosing just to leave it in the stock setting here. Well, actually it looks like it just slides over that way if we wanted it to. So you can make it so it sticks from your foot peg further out. But we're just going to take this off. I'm not going to take it completely apart. I'm just going to do one screw at a time because there's a spring in there and I don't feel like messing with it. And you're just going to do that for these 3 bolts here. This one and these 2 with the Loctite on. Okay, so I put Loctite on all three of these bolts now. Now I'm just gonna undo this one here real quick to so that when I go to put it on the bike, it's the anchor's somewhere nice and easy to get at. So basically, just gonna pull out one side of this. You're gonna undo both, and you'll tighten this back up later when it's actually three. There's one on the bottom as well, so don't forget that. It's going to look like that. So we'll tighten up these three once we got it installed on the bike. Okay, so we're going to start with the brake first, just because it's kind of in the way to take out the pin here for the foot peg. So there's a little clip in the back here. You just kind of pull it off. That's holding this bolt on. And then this is where you're going to need your 6 mil Allen. Okay, so you're going to have a spring. Okay, so this little washer that fell out was actually in between here. Don't forget that when you reapply it, basically it's going to be in here like that. So the next step what we're going to undo is the brakes. You got two little springs here. So you got one that's kind of, you can unhook up there, and that spring there comes off. The second one is a spring that's just right here, just really easy. Just have like a little, you can almost do it by hand. That unhooks like that. And then there's a little cotter pin holding on the back side of the brake here. Alright, see a little cotter pin at the back there that holds that in. There's a washer, and then it should just slide right out. As you can see, that's where the big washer was. And then we'll do the peg while we're doing it. Don't forget that washer's got a washer as well. So I'll put it up front. Okay, same thing, which I forgot to mention. On the other side, always that little lip goes, and the flat side goes inside the, sort of like that. I'm gonna clean this up, we'll put it back together. Okay, a little bit of grease on my pin, and then like I said before, is the flat end goes into there like that, and then you're gonna get your washer. Don't forget your washer to put over there. New cotter pin, and again we'll trim it. Next, we're going to reassemble this the way we took it apart. So we have that, this, your washer, and another cotter pin. And you're going to want to make sure you hook up your springs again. You have the one that has the little hook in here. Just like that. Make sure you grease up your shaft again, because this is an articulation point, obviously. Don't forget your washer, that's got to go in between. Get a good torque down. Don't forget your little retaining cotter pin. The back side of that. So we want to anchor this somehow. Alright guys, so as you can see, everything's all hooked up now, and basically I ran this into here and I just kind of attached it right there. As you can see, it was too much of a pain. You could mount it right in underneath there, but this worked fine. I was able to get at these and mount it properly, and it's just basically going to stop it from going anywhere. The last thing we're going to check is the brake lights, so we'll just make sure, and it's hard to see, but basically they work. So as you can see, I've pushed down, and if you want to adjust this, if you want this to come on, this is where you adjust it. You would take this off and tighten this down so that basically it would have more tension here, but I don't need to. It was working just fine. Alright guys, that's going to do it for this one. I'm super excited in regards to how these parts look. Zeta, for the most part, makes some good parts that I've had so far. I mean, they do fade a little bit over time, but they haven't really faded to the point where they look atrocious. So obviously these parts were really easy to install. Some minor tools. You can do this at home, no problem. Obviously fishing the breakaway cable was a little bit more of a challenge, but you know, it's not really that hard in the end. You just gotta be patient. So obviously these parts look awesome. They've got some practicality to them. Just in case you ever wipe out, they're gonna help save some parts. And obviously now I've got some spare parts in case I ever do that. So the practicality obviously is you got wider, grippier pegs. These things are you know, a lot more flexible, than even the trigger side on the brake is much better than the stock ones. So I'm super happy with them. I think they look amazing. So and as for the big news in regards to this motorcycle, I wanted to let you know that basically the next video, hopefully the next video, will be a total makeover. I mean, I love this wrap. I've done a video on it. If you want to see how I did it, definitely check it out on the channel. But I'm finding that, you know, this is, I think I've had the wrap on now for about 3 years, and certain areas are a little bit brittle or flaking off, and they're just not durable enough. I mean, I don't even really ride this bike off road. It's more of a commuter for me. So basically, you know, for what's happening to it, I kind of wanted to have more of a custom look for me and also for the bike. So hopefully in the next video you'll get to see that. So I'm super excited for the parts to show up, and hopefully you are too. So for this video though, if you liked it, definitely drop a like. If you have any comments or questions, leave them down below. I always answer them. And please subscribe for more. Your support is much appreciated. And stay tuned for the next one. Thanks for watching.